Hey everybody, welcome to News Influx. This is the show where you can get the progressive politics, news, and analysis that you need to start your day in just 5 to 15 minutes. It's Monday, March 31st. Make sure you're subscribed wherever you listen, share the show with friends who need help staying informed, and rate the show 5 stars. Okay, up first we have absolutely terrifying news. Trump says he's considering ways to serve a third term as president. During an interview from Mar-a-Lago, President Donald Trump mentioned that he is not joking about trying to serve a third term as president, despite the constitutional barrier of the 22nd Amendment. The 22nd Amendment limits presidents to 2 terms. Trump suggested there are potential ways to bypass this restriction, but did not provide details. Trump's comments followed a familiar narrative of challenging the 2020 election results, which he labeled as rigged. He also expressed that more people had been asking him to serve a third term, claiming that it could be seen as a 4th term due to the 2020 election. Legal experts, including constitutional law professor Jeremy Paul, pointed out that there are no credible legal arguments for Trump to serve a third term, and any attempt would be highly problematic. Trump briefly discussed potential strategies, including a scenario where Vice President J.D. Vance could run for president and then quote-unquote pass the baton to him, but he did not elaborate further. While Trump has previously joked about serving beyond 2 terms, these recent comments have raised concerns. Critics, including Representative Daniel Goldman, argue that Trump's ambitions threaten democratic norms and constitutional principles. Additionally, the possibility of pursuing a third term would likely require massive cooperation from state and federal officials, the courts, and voters, none of which seem plausible. Trump also falsely claimed to have the highest approval ratings of any Republican in the past century, though Gallup data show otherwise. Despite being 82 years old by the time that he'll finish his 2nd term, Trump suggested he enjoys working and could continue serving if he were allowed. Horrific stuff, folks. I am horrified, and this is a new low. But we'll have more new lows to look forward to. Let me know, am I being overdramatic? You can find me on social media at Rob Forsider or at newsinflux.net. Meta is constructing a massive $10 billion data center in Holly Ridge, Louisiana, a rural area long plagued by economic decline. The center will significantly boost the local economy, providing hundreds of permanent jobs. However, the project's enormous power demands raise concerns about potential electricity price hikes for local consumers. Meta's presence is seen as a necessary investment to revive the region, but the long-term economic risks, such as reliance on gas-fired power plants, remain uncertain. Elon Musk is heavily involved in Wisconsin's state Supreme Court election, backing conservative Judge Brad Schimel. Musk framed the election as pivotal for determining control of Congress, claiming it could influence the quote-unquote destiny of humanity. What a drama queen. Musk's comments reflect his strong advocacy for Schimel, highlighting the importance of judicial influence on congressional redistricting and the future direction of the country. Musk's involvement includes donating $2 million and mobilizing financial support to aid Schimel's campaign. Okay, so I'm talking about somebody disregarding the Constitution openly like Trump does. So we have a constitutional crisis on our hand. I'm very much being dramatic about that because I do care about it and I think it's horrific and terrifying and all of those things. But Elon Musk really thinks that districting in Wisconsin, if a Republican judge doesn't get elected, is the most important thing. That's insane. These are not the same thing. But in our next story, speaking of our dear leader, President Trump has expressed indifference toward the potential rise in car prices due to his planned tariffs on imported vehicles that we talked about yesterday. He stated that higher foreign car prices would drive consumers to buy American-made cars, a baseless assumption. The tariffs, which include a 25% levy on imports, are expected to increase car prices significantly, potentially by $6,400. While the tariffs are aimed at encouraging domestic manufacturing, critics are concerned about the long-term effects and the strain on American consumers. The CDC decided not to release an internal measles risk assessment, which warned of heightened risks in areas with low vaccination rates. The decision to suppress the forecast coincided with a shift in the CDC's messaging on vaccinations, influenced by the anti-vaccine stance of Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. The CDC's new rhetoric frames vaccination as a personal choice, sparking concern among health experts, especially as measles cases continue to rise in the U.S. The agency's handling of the outbreak raises alarms about its evolving approach to public health communication. That's all I've got for you today. Thank you for getting informed with me. Share the show with friends, family members, or annoying coworkers who always need help staying informed. Rate the show 5 stars and make sure you're subscribed wherever you listen. I'll be back tomorrow with more progressive politics news and analysis. Have a great rest of your day.